Welcome back. So in our last session, we kind of wrapped up talking about how while women also need respect, men live here. It's so critical to who we are as men, and it has a giant impact on the trajectory of who we become. Something I find that can help women understand how important this is to remember that for most men, for all men, we were all once boys who wanted to make our mom proud. We were seeking to, get that attaboy from our mom. And it kind of carries over, even though we grow up and we get a beard and we get facial hair and we get a deeper voice. In a sense, we're still this small boy in a man's body who want respect. And I think that's kind of part of what drives this need for men and why it's so important to us from a woman, from our wife, to have that sense of respect. And so I think awareness is the biggest part of it.
Too.
So men, you're probably like, yes, finally, I'm going to get the respect I deserve. It's about time we focus on me and my needs. But I want to encourage you as women, on the other side of this, like we've talked about a lot of things, is the love and the cherishing that every woman wants is on the other side of this, helping your man feel respected. It's locked up. They're intertwined. You really can't uncouple these things. Without the respect, the love is harder to, it flows with more resistance. And without the love, the respect flows and, there's a lot more resistance. So both of you lean in, pay attention, and there's some good stuff in this session. So I have a personal example of love and respect working, I think, the way God designed it, and it involves you. Oh. Would you like to hear a story?
I would love to.
So it was 2017 and I was working for a company and I was thinking it was maybe time to launch things on my own. And I said, I'm thinking of starting my own company. What do you think? She's like, you should totally do it. And I almost backpedaled. I was expecting like some thoughtful, constructive criticism. Have you thought this through? But you had so much, faith or respect for me. I felt so empowered and emboldened to go do this that off I went. And I started a company and, good things happen. God bless that. I don't take credit for it. God absolutely bless that. But that was a really pivotal moment, a great example that I experienced where you showed me that respect and it created what you would love to see out of me. It was, here's a guy who did something on his own. He took initiative and he stepped out and he was brave and he was courageous, but I was brave and courageous because of you.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's never hit me like that before. So, an interesting example of this concept of respect, and it kind of is going with that is acceptance. It's respect and acceptance. The National Marriage Projects actually did a giant survey of men, and they said, is sexual attractiveness, that would be the assumption, right? Women go, well, I need to be sexually attractive. That's a primary driver for men. And men, the answer was no. It was, what they craved more than sexual attractiveness was someone who accepted them for who they were and didn't want to change them. Yeah. Right? And have you ever heard of that? Have you heard that amongst women chat? Have you ever heard of women going, I like this, but we're going to change that?
Yeah,
or
I think it's very common in women.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely see change that could happen, but it's not necessarily always coming from a bad place.
Yeah.
It's just that it's something for us to know and be loaded with, that men just want to be loved for exactly who they are right then. It's important for us.
Yeah. Yep. That's good. And I mean, of course, there's always things that are healthy that we're trying to bring out the best in our spouse, but there's elements of who we are that we don't want to feel like we're not loved for who we are, that we're not respected for who we are. And women, you are empowered to help your husbands become to fulfill their maximum potential. And that's going to be by showing the respect. That's what empowers us to feel like we can crush through walls, that we would jump in front of a car, take a bullet for you, is that sense of she loves me, she trusts me, she respects me. And now I can go do these things, knowing I'm in partnership and unity with my spouse. Right. So we'll go to the Bible again, a great source for marriages. And Ephesians 5:33 talks about this mutual concept of love and respect. And so while I'm asking you as wives or future wives to respect your husbands, men, this isn't a license to just be suboptimal. This goes back to our original thing, a 3 for 3 marriages, and that is to aspire to be the best person you can be emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So very important, guys. Don't walk away and say, John and Pam said you're just supposed to respect me no matter what I do. That is not what we're talking about. This is talking about showing respect to empower you, and that you take that respect and you treat it as treasure. Someone's trusting you. So go be the person they're hoping you can be. So we're looking forward to you walking through all of this content, and then the exercise at the end where you'll get to learn about and put into practice some of the areas in which, common mistakes in terms of tone and the things we say, and help you to better understand each other and what really moves the needle in the sense of how you receive respect or things that you may be unaware of that come across as disrespectful. So again, it's all about unity, growing closer together, getting the tools, skills, and techniques so that you can have amazing, thriving, lifelong marriage.
So women, you guys are also going to learn how to bring out the best of your husbands and inspire them to love you the way that you hoped for, and all the things that we've always dreamt about having our dream husbands. So lean into the tone discussions, and we'll look forward to hearing your answers at the end.